And this is the start of Factorio, at least as far as I can tell. There are people out there who speedrun this game, and by this time in the game, they're already like setting up full smelter arrays and whatnot. I'm not that good. If you're looking for that, I'm sorry, that's not what you're gonna find here. What you're gonna find here is somebody struggling to play this game just as good as you do. I'm gonna be playing this game and fumbling with it all the way through. I really enjoy the game. It's fun for me to try to figure out these logistics puzzles and make everything work. And then when I do finally get it working, that's like the biggest dopamine hit you can get. When everything finally works and everything's working right and there's no problems with it. That's primo stuff right there. But I struggle. This game is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's easy to start playing, but as far as becoming a Factorio genius master, that's not me. I know just the rudimentary basics of how to play, and I understand just enough to get myself into trouble. So this ought to be really fun for all of us. Okay, here we come. We have crash landed on an alien planet. And we have to... This is the Factorio Free Play. Your task is to launch a rocket into space. You will need to research advanced technologies in order to unlock the rocket silo. Start small, work your way up with automation, and don't forget to protect yourself from the natives. Okie dokie. There's explosions and fire, and it's all burning. But I can just collect things. I got an iron plate. Nothing. Iron plate. Nothing. Oh, that's got an iron plate. It says storage. Oh, look. I could take an iron plate. And then it has nothing. This got 2 iron plates. Hey, this is all new. Like the first time, when I played this game last, it was still in the early access. So, I haven't played it since release. Last time I played it was like version 1.16 point something. So they were almost done. They were saying they were almost done. It was a few months ago. Now where are we at? We need to go. Okay, we got stone, copper, and iron and coal all right here. Let's just sneak up in here and set up a little base camp thing right here. This looks like a really good spot. Hold on, I have to do one thing. Interface. I only want 2 of the hot bars available. So I'm going to turn my active quick bars down to 2. There we go. It just seemed like a whole lot of big in the way that I didn't need. Okay, research. I have nothing to research. I need to research automation as soon as possible. So I guess that'll be the first one we start. Since I can queue it up, I'll just queue it up and it'll be ready when I start the research. It'll automatically kick on. Okay, let's get some stone. Okay, and some coal. Okay, so we got furnaces, miners, and that's all for now. Let's make a box. Put the box on this side. Okay. Let's set down our furnace. Put some coal in there. Get some iron. Let's make more furnaces. We're gonna need those. Good thing my guy can multitask. Like, I tell him to craft things and it starts a big queue on the bottom of the screen, and then I can run around and gather resources and place buildings and stuff while he's doing that. So that's convenient. Okay, there we go. Let's get some iron plates going while we look at the map and explore a little bit. We need to get some wood, so we're going to go over this way and chop down some trees. There's the water we're going to be using for our power. Okay, now what can I build? I need inserters and miners. I need more stone. Okay, make some ovens. There we go. Another one of them. Now we got 2 of those. We can do this. Aha! Get 2 pieces of coal. You put 1 in this one, and 1 in that one, and you have infinite coal. Well, not infinite, but it won't stop until this is all run out. Oh, look at the new animation on the miners. Oh, that is so cool. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked by new features because this is different than the last time I played the game. Anyway, I need more stone. Okay, craft a bunch of furnaces. Take the coal. Take the iron, craft that, put the coal in there, iron miner, into a box for now. Yeah, I know, I'm hardly making a dent. There's barely anything happening. I'm looking around, just checking the area. So far I haven't seen any hostiles, which is a good thing for right now. This feels different than the map I set up, and I do not know why. Oh, yep, okay, there's a biter nest over there. Oh, they've got resistances like 5 out of 15% to explosion, 3, 60% for fire resistance, and 2, 15 for physical, whatever that means. I don't know what them numbers mean, but having the trees right here, they'll absorb the pollution before it gets over there. So that'll help. That'll help. Alright, so we need to grab all the coal. Grab the iron. Stuff it all in this thing. Put the rest of the coal in that one. And this is the start of Factorio, at least as far as I can tell. There are people out there who speed run this game, and by this time in the game, they're already like setting up full smelter arrays and whatnot. I'm not that good. If you're looking for that, I'm sorry, that's not what you're gonna find here. What you're gonna find here is somebody struggling to play this game just as good as you do. I'm gonna be playing this game and fumbling with it all the way through. I really enjoy the game. It's fun for me to try to figure out these logistics puzzles and make everything work. And then when I do finally get it working, that's like the biggest dopamine hit you can get. When everything finally works and everything's working right and there's no problems with it. That's primo stuff right there. But I struggle. This game is not easy by any stretch of the imagination. It's easy to start playing, but as far as becoming a Factorio genius master, that's not me. I know just the rudimentary basics of how to play, and I understand just enough to get myself into trouble. So this ought to be really fun for all of us. Alright, I need more plate. There we go. Now let's build some miners. Now we want to get this going. What does pipe take? Why is it so... 31 raw iron plates each. And I need 4 of those minimum. I need 2 of these, so I'll make those right now. I need 1 of those. Make them when we can afford them. We also need a bunch of those and some of those. We'll have another guy feeding into that box for iron. Let me just check something. See, I wish I could disassemble those, get the plates and gears back, and then use them for these. Be like, let me get my furnaces back because I need to use them in a smelter array later. Let me just disassemble these and put them into the reverse process it. Take them apart back into the plates and gears. Maybe I'm just being too picky. Make another one of them. We need a little bit of copper. Let's get some copper. This copper is for electric wiring. We're going to need power poles and cables and such. Grab a little bit more wood. We'll take this little patch of forest right here too. Okay. That can go in that one. Give me my plates. Give me my plates. You can take this. You take the copper. Get some fuel. Everything is going according to plan. Oh, I can make 2 more of those, huh? Do I need more of copper or iron? Iron, that's easy. What now? Yeah, make one of them. Make some of them. we're going to need an offshore pump. Going to need boilers and the steam engines. Oh wait, we want all the active quick bars. So here I'm just setting my quick bars for quick access to all my tools I'm going to need. Deciding how I want them laid out. I think I got something that's kind of okay there. That's what I was looking for. There we go. Okay, back to what we were doing. Why did I take this cycle of grabbing the iron out of this chest, putting it into the ovens, grabbing the coal, feeding the ovens the coal, and then putting the iron in the ovens, and then pulling the plates and crafting a few belts or whatever repeats itself a few times. See if we can get some water set up here to some kind of power distribution system. Put in an offshore pump. Am I going to be able to just... End up not having to use any pipe. I only have one inserter right now. We'll get another one down here later. Put in the steam engines. Put in a power pole down low, but that ends up being in the wrong spot. So go down, delete it, go up to the top. There we go. And 2, 4. So as soon as we feed that coal, that's going to be ready to go. So now we got to run over here with our power lines up to the furnace array where it's going to be. And then we're going to have to belt coal over to that power plant. We're going to call it a power plant. And it's not very big. So I don't know how long this is going to take, but we'll do a little jump cut here. I'll cut. I'm going to get everything I need for the belt and everything, and then I'll come back to you when I got it all taken care of. Okay, so we got what we need to get this started. So we're starting the coal patch. Instead of having these things feed into each other, we're going to have them feed onto a belt that snakes around behind them. They're actually going to be facing backwards from the belt that's closer to them. They're going to be feeding out behind, and then they'll have the what's it called, inserter transitioner arm thing, putting coal that they've just mined up back into them for fuel. This is a pretty efficient setup for just getting the coal going and not having it be... It's self-sufficient, so to speak. So we've got this going on. going to take a minute for this to get warmed up, but once it does, all 3 of these miners will take off. But I decided that's not good enough. Let's fill them up, and then boom, coal. We're going to have to move the miners because they're in the way of the belts. The main objective now is to get this coal over to the power. So I have to put the miners back down to cook more iron. And we'll see you in a bit. After quite a while, we are now connected to the power plant. I'm sticking with it. It's a power plant. It generates power. It's a coal power plant. It's not very big, but our setup isn't very big, so we don't need very big yet. We got to start small. That was the suggestion at the beginning of the game. Start small, work your way up with automation. That's what we're going to do. So the next step is to get an automated iron smelting array going on. So we're going to have to move the coal and get the coal and iron miners. We're going to have to build a copper smelting temporary setup real quick, and then wait it out to get the copper we need for the green circuits for the electric miners, and then yeah, it's gonna take a minute. So I'm gonna cut again here. We're gonna move this again. This is not where this goes, but I'll show you where everything goes when we come back. Several minutes later, after mining much stone and copper by hand and smelting it by hand, we are ready to set up our smelting array for steel, or for iron plates rather. So here we are. We've got our 6 ovens. We've got our coal. We got 2 electric miners on the coal, 2 electric miners on the iron. We're hooking up the ovens. We got them both coming in. The coal comes in and feeds onto the top, and then the iron comes in from the bottom, and then we got a belt going out the side, so it puts it on half of each, so we can have only one belt. And there I am misclicking again. I do that a lot. If you find that kind of thing humorous, stick around. There'll be a lot more of that. We're gonna try to figure out how to get maximum power coverage with minimum poles here. This is probably not the right way to do it. This seems like a little bit excessive. No, let's take those out. Alright, let me see here. If I take these inserters out too, let's just do that. Take all the inserters out too. Is there a way, like if I put them next to each other here and then next to each other here, and say put a power pole here, that'll cover 3 of them. Okay, and then if I can put it there, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so then I put these 2 close to it, and then it covers that other one. Perfect, let's do that. That's actually a really clean looking setup too. I like it. And then we can just put one power pole over here, and that should tie the whole thing together. And we are now automated. So I can just walk up to that belt, hit the F key whenever I decide to pick up iron that's standing on that belt. fact, I'm going to go ahead and make it, put it into a box so that they won't back up. There we go. Automated iron plates. Okay. Let's see if we can increase our output here, because they're still backed up on that belt. We want to clear that belt off if we can. We're not actually using the iron plates for anything, so we just have to stuff them into a storage bin, which is fine. I want plenty of them available when I need them, so we'll do this. We'll have it be set up like that. Beautiful. Working as intended. Let's get some science going. That'll be our next step in the process. We're going to need 10 science. They're called science, the research files. So we'll go ahead and get that set up. And that sound means we've finished processing our first research. Yay! First research. Now we need to get, let's see, optics lets us build lights. Turrets lets us build defenses. Walls lets us build defenses. Military lets us build military. Logistics lets us build belts with undergrounds and splitters. Electronics is just a stepping stone. It doesn't give us anything immediately. So it's a toss-up between logistics and turrets, military. I have a little bit of military technology now. I think logistics will be our best bet. Then we can get everything going. That's going to cost 20. Okay. But now I can build this guy. Hey, automated science for the win! Yeah! I know, it's terrible. It's horrible. It's tiny. It's actually kind of cute. But it works. And it's small. I think being small in the beginning is key because, oh, how do I check my pollution overlay? There it is, pollution. How do I see it on the mini-map? Oh wait, there we go. Pollution, there it is. See, we're almost aggravating this biter nest over here. We do not want to aggravate this biter nest over here, because then they'll come over here and start chewing on my power lines and my belts and stuff, and that's just not fun. See, I'm already too close. Ugh. It all seems to be coming from my little smelting array right there. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay. It's only a single click now. Haha, that's what was doing it. I was probably playing the wrong game. Okay, well, we're going to have to call it there for today, everybody. We got enough to get started. We got some science going. We got some steel and copper plates being made. In the next episode, we're going to work on getting all this into some kind of automated system that looks somewhat decent, and see if we can work on getting finish the research on the logistics, and then see if we can get to working on some turrets. Because I don't want those biters to interfere with me while I'm doing this. And the only way to do that is to get out there, get the defenses up before they decide they want to attack me. Like I said before, they're not bothered yet. They're not coming yet. But yeah, it's starting to bug them a little bit. I don't think it's bad enough to bother the nest yet, which is why they're not attacking me, I think. But it's getting too close for comfort already. I may have to just YOLO it and go over there.